I am an AI company owner. Like I can ask you a little bit of that.
Right now, ChatGPT is there, where many online classes are there. Everything you are just using someone's brain.
Like top brands. Maybe I can say it as top brands. Why Amaya then?
We are taking handful of students and we are exactly grooming them. The basic concept of learning is understanding.
Welcome to Dragon Tea Podcast episode 8. And it's Kushbu ma'am. Like I can name it as like Amaya Coaching Center's founder, managing director. The best part I have seen about you is like you are coaching somewhere around 3,000 people. And most important thing is like you got so many awards and state award in mathematics. So could you please explain how your journey starts from, how about your childhood journey starts from technically?
If you ask me about my love for mathematics, first I was hating mathematics like anything. So my journey started with, you can say, failing. Yes.
Did
Yes,
you
I
fail
failed
in mathematics?
And with proud, I can say that.
How was your emotions?
you know,
Emotion at
emotion
that
was
time?
like run away from mathematics. I was like, maths is such a horrible subject. It was not fitting in my mind. I was like, fine, I should be somewhere around somewhere so that I can be able to study maths. I tried my level best to run away from it. But you say na, ki when correct paces are fitting in correct positions, you will understand what actually you are and how you are going to do work. One of the mentor of mine, I met him in correct time and he was like, fine, mathematics is not just a subject, it's a language. And then when you are with the correct guidance, you will change. So it took me 2 to 3 years to change myself. And slowly and steadily, I started growing in understanding that. Yes.
Okay, but a lot of people right now, like even I have one of my brother. He's usually getting the pass mark, average mark in mathematics. What will you suggest, like how to monetization? Before saying that, I have to say that you are expert in CBSE syllabus, right? Yeah. So what will be the kind of advice you'll give
Continuous
to him as a
And you know what? Right now, the syllabus is very focused. If you see CBSE syllabus, the curriculum is so much guided towards one concentric part. Problem is we are not so focused in the part where they have defined it. CBSE is having a total forum where they have told that this is the syllabus, follow the syllabus, study the syllabus. Okay. Now, what is the problem is we are diverting. So we are not teachers. First, we have to understand we are facilitators. CBSE don't want a teacher. The root method of teaching has to be avoided. We are a facilitator. Facilitator means provide the understanding to the child will understand. It's about an ant is there. If you will simply explain this is an ant, the child will understand. But you will say it's black color, this thing, that thing. With so many options you will give, the child will confuse. So make it simple. And continuous effort has to be put so that the child will understand that it's not, see, you have to generate love.
So why then students have to be? There are more number of institutes. I think like big players are there. I don't want to name it. There are so many big players are there, like top brands. Maybe I can say it as top brands. Why Amaya then?
We are taking handful of students and we are exactly grooming them. We are just first generating love to the subject. I'm not telling that if I'm having 30 students, all the 30 students are getting good. They are getting pass marks, they're getting average. But there are some exceptional brains. When we are training, they're understanding that this lady is providing what I want. See, you need to understand the need of the student first. And you need to understand what level brain the child is having. See, if they are understanding small a and you are providing different type of letters to the child, means it will not fit into their brain.
But most of the people right now nowadays, like most of the people are into I'm talking about child psychology basically. Like most of the people are into AIs. As I am an AI company owner, like I can ask you a little bit of that. Like if a person, if a child technically follows AI, if he gets a question from a school or a
It's
college or somewhere
happening.
in
It's
a tuition,
happening in this era.
how you look into that problem? Is that a danger towards her his or her career, or how you look into that kind of problems?
When you take one question, sit with the question, your brain will be totally into that question. And if you are taking that question out and solving on your own, that's your credibility. Right now, ChatGPT is there. I am not going to take the social sites where many online classes are there. Everything. You are just using someone's brain first. Are you understanding? And you are not perfect. You are taking things perfect from someone's side, but you are not understanding it. See, the basic concept of learning is understanding.
Got it. But how I can see is like people like technically the students from class 5, 6 to class grade 12, like they used to get into the questions, get just copy, paste, get the answer,
See,
again copy, paste
you
here.
understand one thing. It will help you to ease your work, but it will not bring you to the format where you are going to show your intellectual capacity. That will not be suppressed. You understand one thing. When you come into one problem, Hari, you understand one work is there and that work is pending. Now you got stuck because now mobile is not with you and you have to write a letter and you have always used chat gpt, understood, and now today you don't have mobile, your mobile battery is over, some circumstances is there, then you have to use your own credibility. Will you be able to write it?
No, I can't
So
because like my brain is got faded technically by using those. But how? Okay, but as of now, like as a 90s kid, I'm using those chat GPTs and Googles in the late
yeah,
2000s technically. But nowadays, like people nowadays the students, kids are using in the at the early stage. Maybe a 2-year-old kid, a 2-year-old kid has those kind of
yes,
phones and every kind of
yes,
apps,
absolute.
technically tools. So how mentally they have to prepare themselves to not taking their brain faded from
So you
these
have to
kind of
understand,
activities.
if you are cooking, you are learning how to cook. If you are solving a maths, you are understanding the techniques, the stepwise description, and then you will be able to master in that. And if you are copying, it will not frame in your brain. I'm going to teach you one thing. You understand, Hari? Ian Pavlov. Ian Pavlov. So he is one of the psychologists, and he has done one conditioning. The theory of conditioning comes from him. He kept some dogs in some room, and he was doing conditioning. What is conditioning means? Sorry, what is conditioning means? He was just first 2 3 dogs he kept, and before giving food, he was just putting bell. 9 o'clock morning, bell first rang, and then door open, and then giving food. Yes, first step. Then second day also same, third day also same. Like that, 1 month he did the same thing. You know what happened? After 1 month, one day he did one thing. He put bell, and then he did not give food. You know what is happening? The dog started barking. The salivation started. You know why? Because the dog has understood the conditioning. The biological part of the body of human or the animal, they know that okay, after this bell, what will come is food. You are understanding? The same way, when you will keep on using chat GPT or some sources, you know that there is a substitution. You will not use your brain.
So does this affect the logical thinking of
100%
the
is
kid?
affecting. Now the kids are more up to gaming, and they see studies. If you think about a child right now, they are more suppressed. See, the depression, the anxiety, the non-understanding section, they are very much.
I'll talk about the depression and
Yes,
anxiety in a later
yes.
podcast because it was
Yeah,
a
he's
huge
huge
topic where
topic.
we
And
have to.
as a person, I'll say only one thing. As a mathematician, I'll say only one thing. You can't study if you are in that state of mind. You first have to remove everything. You have to sit with a open frame, and then you have to see a question. And then you have to assume, because mathematics is more of assumption.
That's great, actually, more of assumption. But how do parents get into this kind of topics? Because parents usually, if a parent, in my perspective, sees the newspaper or sees a boarding, boarding or something, like they see R1, R2, which means all India rank 1 2, and they fall for those kind of ads and marketing gimmicks technically.
See, you understand one thing. As a parent, everyone wants the child to rank one. That's rank one. But we know we were not rank one. Understood? Everybody can't be rank one. First, take it out from brain. See, it may be a revolution, but first is understanding the child is the biggest step a parent can do right now. See, your product is something and you are planning for branding it to a different level. That means either you are a fool or you are not understanding the reality of the market. Same way, as a parent, one thing we must understand that what is the level of the brain the child is having. If we suppress more and more again and again, it will do one thing: the child will keep on coming into that stress level and they will not understand, they'll run away, and one day they will revolt. And then and they'll not study. And you know what, basically as a human, every human do what they love. Hari, for you also, your parent might be expecting that, okay, fine, rank one. But right now, you are enjoying your passion. Correct?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm enjoying my passion. Teaching was my passion since childhood day. I started teaching since childhood day time only. I started. It was my passion. I studied from my father. I was seeing how he's teaching. I was seeing the teachers. It was making me passionate. So, engineer, doctor, I can become everything. But the thing here is, if living passion is there, parent has to support that first.
Got it. But right now, the parents are like more focused on ranks and keep on stressing all those people, because people want to top in the JE, people want to place in IIT, then NIT, and
MIT.
if they are into MITs, and if they are into biology students, they want to place in medical things. So these kind of most it will gives you depression. Yeah,
It's first you
it
understand
won't.
one thing. The entire business market is up to it.
Business market. Okay, it's not about child's education. It's a business.
Where are you? First understand, in our coaching, we are not charging more fees. Many people are asking, why not? Your education is up not to the level. I'm saying, yes, it's up to the level. But how much is needed? Can you give that much is important for us? That's not, we are not going to charge more. We are only going to charge how much is important for us. Our lady gang is there, our teachers are there, and they are actually, unless they're happy, they're doing their work, they are exactly passionately doing their work. But see, understand, I'll go back to the topic what you started with about parents. See, as a parent, every parent mentality is rank one, because they have a community. The parent is going in the office and they are asking, hey, what is the score of your child? First, we have to do one thing. In Western countries, there is no rank system. Remove this rank system, and we are, you can say in one word, jack of all trades, master of none. We want to study Hindi, we want to study Tamil, we want to study math, science, social, what and all is there. First you focus into one so that you can master in that. You can understand that you have enhanced the art of teaching by going into that field. Why not from an early age? If a child is very good in mathematics, come on, go for it. Let the future be bright in that. But what we are doing is we are serving everything and the child is totally confused.
But like, do you think right now the education is for the students or for the pride of the parents? Like,
See, that's a very diplomatic
kids used
question,
to.
but I'll answer in simple way. See, the students are like open frame. What you will write, it will be with them forever. Like when we were small kid, our parents told one thing: you should get good marks. You should get good marks. And I think in childhood days, you might have got beatings. I also got beatings from my parents.
Exactly,
We
same,
got
same,
beatings,
same.
yeah. We got, hey, you have to get good marks. You have to be in that league. Come on, all of them are having that race. But in that race,
I was in the phase like I used to get competitive of my exact students. Like my mom used to take the exam paper and like compare the both exam paper. Why didn't you write this? Why did the ma'am
yes,
didn't put mark
you
for
wrote
this?
and you
These
did
kind
not
of
got
activities.
marks. You understand one thing. When you are writing an examination, first we must know the pattern of writing. See, getting good marks in examination is not tough. First, we have to know the technique of question and how to handle the question and write. In AMEA, we are doing that work only. See, parents' expectation from us is that once we are putting our child in AMEA means they must be getting 100 marks. Because I have generated that faith on them. But many times I'm telling the parent that first we have to check the level of the understanding of the child. If I'm teaching something, if I'm teaching a concept, right now I'm talking to you, you are understanding that. So once a child is sitting there, maybe there may be 1,000 reasons the child is not, physically present but mentally not present. Then how can you teach that child?
what kind of mentally absent kind of what exactly mental absence will be occurring
I'll
to
tell
the
you one
kids, like
example. One
does mobile phones as every
Yes.
parent say, or or is there
Many
any other
reasons are
reasons
there.
too?
Recently, past year, I'll tell you one experience. One student was sitting here, and I was like, I'm teaching. I'm focusing into that child again and again. I'm looking into that child eyes, and I'm knowing that something is wrong. Okay. I was waiting like when the class will be over, I'll talk. But before that itself, something happened to me, and I just asked the student that, hey, what is the problem? Why you are not listening? Child said nothing. Then I was like, fine, there must be some problem. Then I called that child separately and talked. Then that child told this, that these problems are there, that problem. Then I understood that what looks easy is actually not easy for a child. There may be thousands of reasons the child is coming and sitting in a class, but mental presence is not there. Physically, that child is present there. So first, now there is a ethic of teaching. The ethic of teaching is your class should be full life. Second is, before starting any topic, you bring the child into frame of mind. What is the meaning of frame of mind? Is create curiosity to learn. If blunt things you are serving, they will just, okay, fine, that's just a normal class.
Do you think a wow factor should be there for every chapters and
Yes,
every concept
100%.
you are teaching? How do you think that you can
See,
bring
wow
wow
factor
factors?
is brought by, that's what I told you in the beginning. We are not teachers, we are facilitators.
I don't know. I don't think like algebra has wow factor for me. I don't think
Then you
like
have to take my
trigonometry has
class
wow
first.
factor for me.
You need to understand that there is an interest you have to generate. Mathematics is not a subject, it's like normal language. Like when I'm speaking Hindi or English or Tamil, there is a literature we have gone through. In the same way, maths are having technical formulas. If you understand the formulation and understand where to fit the formula to get an outcome, you will start generating interest. And you know what? I've seen many of the students when they are very weak and they are in the phase of learning with me, because most of my students, they are joining in a very what you call ninth, they are joining until 12th, they are there. And you know what, 9 to 12, that 4 year phase now, they have learned many things. And many of my students, I'll if time will be there, you will just come in my coaching and meet them. I'll call them, they will tell you what is the meaning of understanding. Understanding generation is one of the most important factor, and you have to create that interest. Make it simple, serve it simple. And first, let the student get mentally ready to learn it.
Okay, it's like make it simple, serve it simple. That's factor is good. Like while we talking, it's totally good. But how? I don't think like when I was in a childhood, like I used to have one page for getting my 5 mark. Like I used to write. You should write for that. Like those kind of incidents happen to me. Is that happening
No,
right
no,
now,
I'm
or
not
how
teaching like
this?
that. First, I'm having laptop, I'm having a screen. First, what I'm doing is, one question is word problem is given. Like A to B distance is this much, B to C distance is this much. First, I'm drawing. You know what? Framing a concept is most important part of understanding. Because blunt, if I will use a book and I'll do something, it is not going to work in this era, because students want a video to understand. When you go and watch a movie, that movie impact is more rather than listening. So don't use book. First, my concept is the teacher should be ready without book to teach. And it will create wonders. Not only in this phase of student, we are talking about the youth right now. There is a very big, like 30 to 40 lakh students are writing 10th and 12th examinations right now. There is a very big market there which is exactly based on students. You will be seeing in every second place one coaching is going on. And parents, see, I'm asking you one question, Harry, can you answer my question? When you are going for a shop, a big mall, what you are searching actually?
I search for
Search
food.
for food and
First
search
thing.
for dress, and you want brand.
Yes.
Correct, na?
Yeah.
You
Brands.
tell me one
True.
answer today. But when a parent want to take off their responsibility, and every second door, one teacher is there, the parent is not knowing, but somebody is telling it that lady is teaching. Okay, fine. The parent blindly goes and give the most expensive part of his life to a lady hand. And after 6 months, the parent is telling that lady didn't taught. So you did an experiment of 6 months. And after 6 months, what is the outcome? You tell me. What is that? You have a very expensive thing in your hand, and that is that child. and you are telling my child is not doing, and you are just basically sending to an unknown person who don't know what is teaching, and you are just because others are going, you are exactly sending. So first have a research on that.
Does parents make a research on big brands and actual?
See, you, I'm not going to say this. This is going to be a big one. Other than, see, Akash or Fiji and all these things, lakhs and lakhs, lakhs and lakhs of students are going there. But how many results are coming? What about those who are failing? See, everyone talks about the stars. Nobody talks about the sand. You are understanding that?
Got it. But okay, in this point, I have a very interesting part. Like, if we take it as a comparison, like we put like big brands into one sectors, like we'll put 5 to 6 big brands. Okay, we'll put some other brands, like for example, medium, small, and large scale institutes. Okay, while we comparing this, I feel like they are putting a system, they are putting a proper segment,
Everything is
process,
there.
system,
Everything is there,
everything
and
is
everything
in.
is in hurry. Everything is in hurry. They don't mind student. One class is there, class of 40 students. This is taught, and when you are, because I taught in coaching institutes also. Yeah, I joined one coaching institute for as a student, and next month I was their faculty. So when you have a knowledge means people will keep you because you have some extraordinary talent, and they'll not see that what you are actually. They will understand your knowledge and they'll just give you money. That's what I'm calling it as a business market. You're understanding? Okay. And the same thing happened there also. I was teaching there. After some time, I became the faculty there, and I was the youngest faculty. People were not trusting. But when I was opening my mouth, everybody's okay, give respect, because she is having knowledge. Okay. You're understanding?
Okay.
That's what is happening.
So that's what I'm telling. Like the big brands, in small brands, how does a parent gives value to that kid, or how does a parent gives value to that coaching center, saying, please take care of my kid. This kid is your responsibility. You have to keep him track, or
There
make
only
him
we
good in
people are
excellent.
failing. You know
Yeah.
what?
How can you guys give a personal attention to a single kid and
See, the
can
thing
groom
here is
them?
first we have to limit the number of students coming in a place. You have to have an eye in everyone. You have to check what they are doing. This is my personal experience, I'm telling you. And third is the most important part, what I'm telling is don't take responsibility until and unless you are going to do that work. Understood?
Okay. You don't have to transfer your responsibility to
Yeah,
other
so why
shoulders
we are
so
going
that
to
they.
take responsibility if I'm not going to do that work means I'm openly saying it's not possible. So that the parent do not have that faith like, okay, she's going to deliver. And if a student is very exceptional, means this thing, that thing, here we are understanding that little bit grooming is needed, and after that the child is going to. But when we have to shape up someone, I'm openly saying we can drag him to 60 to 70, but above that, it's difficult. You speak truth rather than delivering, okay, my franchise is this brand is this work is this, that, okay, fine, that is everything is your work. What about the child work? Zero. Yeah,
Blindly
and
trusting on.
it's not like a very average student you are throwing in Akash or you're throwing in some very big market. I'm not going to take the name. The thing here is first the parent has to understand that ki I have to make my child ready for it. Are you understanding? Mentally they have to get ready. And if the child is ready, no one can stop. If you are ready to cook, that day you will cook.
That is honest answer.
That's what. That's the most honest thing. Your parent, your parent, my parent, they understood us like, okay, fine, we can do it because they have faith on us. But what is our inner sense? That's a very big deal. You understand? Because we know our capacity. And we can't stretch ourselves beyond our capacity because mind has a limited access. We can learn slowly. Our parent can think that I can go in space, but first I have to stay here and understand gravity.
Exactly. But talking all this, I have to ask you one more interesting question on kids' mentality. During our days, I don't know how stress comes from, how depression comes seeing the books and everything. But when I talk with my friends, kids, or those people who's in young age, they start talking about the depression. Right now only in my present age only I start about
Because now
talking
lots
about
of people
depression.
are
But they
talking
are
about depression. Before nobody was talking about depression. You know what? When you
exactly.
were a child now, you were in depression, but you know what? You were taking it as anger.
I can't, I can maybe I can take it in as anger, or I don't
Then
know
you will
how to
cry.
show depression.
There are two factors
Ah,
with a child. They will show tantrums, they will show anger, they will cry, or they will throw things. You understand that? Yes.
even the teenagers.
College students, you're talking about 10th to 12th student. I have seen many of the college students, they are more in depression than this 10th and plus 12th.
That's what I'm wondering. Like how the
See,
depression as a word
the
comes into the
the
play
every screen,
in
see,
today's
there is
world.
like one stone, second stone, third stone. When your first and second stone is in wrong position, third stone you can't put, it will fall down. So 10th, 12th, all are exactly having that collapsing concept. Directly you went to college, and there is a very big ocean, and where you are just diving in, and then okay, I'm not fit for this. There they are having high level depression. Then what they will do? They will like, okay, fine. Last semester work is there. 1 week before they will do some test match. They will play. We were calling it as test match. 5 days, finish the work and go and serve.
I don't believe on test match. I believe on ODS, and I keep on taking the book
Yeah,
before the
because
night of the
see,
exam.
you were understanding that test match is not so. That's what. But same as I, because I was writing notes, I was keeping everything systematic, because I was knowing that before examination, I was the one who is going to cry. Seriously, before exams, see, I have seen many children. First half of the year, they will enjoy. Next half, they will open book. Last 1 month, they don't know from where the miracle should happen, and they'll be getting marks. How can we expect marks in mathematics when you don't know the concept? And then they start going online. Because see, school already chapters over. Okay. Tuition teacher, she taught. If they will go there, she'll be asking, where were you when I was teaching this concept? Done?
I was in my
Yes.
mental peace.
Now, only one thing, mobile, laptop, go online, see how the chapter has been taught. They will check that. And in between, parent will get boiling. Last moment of examination, they will drag that last source. The child is knowing, I am now totally blank. Now they will take mobile. Now the parent will not trust. Before exam, checking mobile, that means over. Take. That means the last source also gone, the student also gone. Then, see, in this process, the entire process, the child is not knowing now last moment what to do. And then they are very much puzzled, and then they spoil that 3 hours. See, again and again, I'm telling you one thing, Hari. There is no examination made in this entire universe who can judge the knowledge of a person in just 3 hours. No, not possible. You can't. Because maybe you are good at something else and you are writing maths. That's not your comfortable forte. You can't do it.
But at the end, you need to have good marks to get into the college, or else you need to get clear the entrance. And I'm wondering right now, like how will they have the aptitudes and logical reasoning
For that
clearing in a
is, I'm telling you, there is a systematic approach from the beginning is needed. See, here I'm not talking about big brands, big shots. There's different approach. Make it simple, make it systematic, make something focused, and then you give them. Because there are different sections in every syllabus: analysis, understanding, value based questions, knowledge based questions, practical based questions. So there are different sections in mathematics itself. The CBSE will not give you a blunt questions to solve. They know that the student this era is not the same. One concept is given, NCRT one question is given. Now the student is kept on 1 year practicing, practicing, practicing. In examination, based on that question, another question, little twist came. The student is thinking, whom to blame? No. The thing here is, first, teacher, she taught this question, but this question, some twist is there. Why she did not taught that in class? Now she is the problem. But actually, the system has some loopholes. So what we have to do is, as a facilitator, when we are giving or when we are raising a question, based on that question, some 2-3 extra questions we have to align, so that near shot also the students can play with. This year, one thing happened, Harry, I want to share with you. I was teaching 12th standard. 10 days gap was there in mathematics examination. Syllabus, very nicely, first I do is I do research in syllabus, and then because 10th and 12th teaching is not that much, my students got centum. But which student got centum who understands me? First, you have to pair with the teacher. You have to pair with the knowledge and pair with the understanding what the teacher is serving. Then only you can pair with the subject. Got it. So I was teaching one question. From backside, one question came. This is out of syllabus. I said, trust me. Seriously, I said only one word, trust me. I'm not poisoning you. It is going to be fruitful for you. You know, Harry, 60% of my questions came in board examination. And I did only one work. I took the screenshot of the questions and I put in my status. See, these are the questions last moment I have given, and these questions came in board examination. See, that's called the intuition of the person who is with mathematics from these many years. So I know this will be the game the CBSE is going to play with you.
Cool then. Like I need to ask you this part of AA thing. Whether the AA is a good thing doing good for the students, or it's like it's not a other
See,
way.
there is way out. That's what I'm telling you. AI is good. It's making your intellectual capacity high. But there is a limitation of everything. See, when you are getting a question, AI is just a programming. You understand one thing? I have studied by doing discipline practice. There is a practice session where I'm knowing after this step, this step, this step, this step's coming. Okay. Now in AI, whenever any question is there, the child will rush, go, see, note down, that's it. At the time of noting also, you do only one work. That work is understand the steps. There the difference will be generated.
But right now I can feel like I have my cousin's kid. Okay, like I want to share this exact scenario. When I went to his house, like he was literally copying it from ChatGPT. I caught him red-handed. Whether in that moment, actually, my cousin gave a test to him with a phone besides him. He
He
snatched
might
that
have
phone
asked some
and
question related to that. Yeah.
yeah. So he asked the question, he copied it, and he got some good marks. After all this process, I was keep on watching him. Whether he says the truth, I copied from here or not. Whether he says, he not even opened his mouth. He didn't say anything about his copying matter. Okay. After my then my cousin came to me saying, see, this many marks he is getting in the test, but not in the board exam, like not in the school exam. Then I said, like, send phone to his school. He will surely bust because he is using phone while taking test in the house. Like
Online test,
how
never
then
test.
how online test, like, yeah, basically people used to
See,
take,
listen,
right?
everyone, see, there is a scapegoat everywhere.
Yeah.
You understand thing. If you will be in online, right now I am also asking some questions when I am conducting online classes. What I am doing is, I know after this Google will answer because the student will copy and paste there and send the question.
Whether you have any interesting scenario happened in your institute saying like this is a ditto of
100%,
ChatGPT's
100%. Many
answer.
times I'm saying, because you know what, when it will come from student now, it will be non-systematic. And it's very easy to grip. It's very easy to, when a systematic, very high-fi words are there and you know the level of the child, means understand this. This is not coming from that factory. It is not coming from that factory. It is coming from ChatGPT. And they are copying and pasting very nicely. And it's like, okay, I am giving you a challenge. Catch me. See, it's not like in this field now, I have seen one thing. If two students are sitting beside, you know what, I'm not doing like these many years of teaching. I'm seeing one question paper and I'm seeing one answer sheet. I'll see like this and I'll say these are wrongs and these are correct. I hardly take 2 to 3 minutes to correct a paper. Because that much fast time, because I know where and all steps, where and all the students will have glitch, where and all they will do mistakes. But when two copies of very vast areas will match together, first I'm matching the brain. Okay, at the time of teaching, the student was like this, fine, this is coming from this factory. Catching is very easy. But first you have to go to that level. And two things a teacher has to do. Don't bring book in class. You should prepare yourself and come.
Usually, how you guys prepare? Because I used to hear you have a lot of
Yeah,
lady gang is
yeah.
there.
These
You
lady
said
gangs
you
are like
mentioned that
wonderful ladies, and
yeah.
they're Wonder Womans. Actually, what we are doing is basically me. I'm not bringing maths book in class. When a very technical questions are there, then only. Otherwise, I'll make some shorts clips of questions, and I'm putting in the what you call screen, and I'm solving on the spot. See, because if I will bring a question with solution, I want to disclose one fact. During my college time, I don't know how it is going to be, but I was a very, you can say me revolutionarist. Because there were 4 5 professors were there in college. I was the backbencher. I was sitting in back, taking some seats. So today I'm going to disclose one very important fact to them. If they're there means listening me means they will be saying that this, I caught the culprit. I used to keep the seats, and when there was something wrong, I used to put through. Because the thing here is, I was understanding one thing that is not correct. So I was disturbing the class. Then the teacher, first day, second day, third day, the teacher understood that someone is there who is not understanding that this concept is correct or wrong, or someone is there whose problem is there. Then next class, the teacher came, the professor came very much ready, and I was like, "Bang on, everybody will pass now." And another thing, one what I used to do is when ma'am was there, I don't want to take the name. It's like very big thing. She used to prepare answers because mathematics means, and she used to keep everything in a file, and just she was bluntly coming and writing in board. No explanation, nothing. Are we something like machine we will understand on our own? And I'm staying in graduation part, I'm reading graduation questions, and I don't know what the steps are coming. All the zeta, beta, eta, all the concepts are new for us. And come on, we can't excel it out on its own.
Still, I don't know why should I use
There is a
trigonometry and
concept
all
there.
like
You, if you're talking to me,
I
means
don't know.
I will. You know what? Projectile to everything. We are using trigonometry. Yes, yes,
Still,
yes,
yes, I
yes,
can
yes,
understand on
yes.
that point,
And you
projectile.
know what? Physics is totally dependent on mathematics. But when you apply mathematics, then only physics is understandable to you. And I teach my student only one thing: the nature is your teacher. Physics is everywhere, maths is everywhere. You need to learn to calculate. The mathematicians, our mathematicians, they understand the nature. The astrology comes from our part only. I don't want to go to that
Okay.
diplomatic content, but I want to say only one thing. I used to stole 1 or 2 pages of my faculty, and I used to take it and sit nicely, silently. And now she used to search.
Got it. And at what extent does Amaya Coaching Institute has some inputs on students saying like this will be the best here. This won't be a
See,
best
we never
outside.
guarantee.
Like
Why we are going to guarantee? You say, think one thing. If I guarantee and it will not come, that's loss. Do your work silently. And you know what? Understand the brain who is with you. Many times I'm seeing some of the exceptional brains are there and they are not attended properly. I'll take some names, or I don't know, parents will be happy or not. But some of my very exceptional students are there. They're in now in IIT and they're in medical fields. They did very good. So two sisters were there, Shweta and Saranya. And Shweta was in 10th. Suddenly she was exceptional. Ashmita, Shweta. I'm taking specifically these children name because they challenged me. Because their knowledge was exceptional. And you know what? Every year, by grace of God, I'm getting some very talented students. And I only have to do one thing: I have to serve them simple and I have to bring them best. Some children were there who ruled my brain. You can understand a mathematician who is now in research. They ruled my brain by their exceptional systematic approach in solving a question.
okay, does how does the people studying here are approaching the IIT questions, JEE
Let's see.
questions? Sorry, not the
See, you
IIT questions,
understand one
JEE
thing.
questions.
JE, CBSE, sorry. JE and CBSE, they are two different world. Don't, there is no comparison. CBSE is write the answer in a systematic ways, bring the statement, take it, understand it, analyze it. Whereas JE is, in short, give the answer and check your brain. See, competitive exam, the why the word competition came is, in short, you have to give the best. There, the capacity of a student is checked. There, your what you call there, your limit is checked. And in CBSE, your understanding is checked.
Okay. How you put self-belief in the students of like, okay,
First
you
thing
can
is,
do
yes,
this, Ra,
do this
Thambi.
da is the most important thing a faculty has to do. See, there are two answers.
Basically, why I ask this is basically I don't believe on taking this question saying like, okay, this is can't I can't know this kind of concept. This concept cannot be understand in my mind, so I can't have this kind of things. So how you make me believe that okay, I can
See,
do
first
this?
thing is, I have to understand your limit. First thing. Second is, when I'm giving a question, I will see your level, and in that level, I will talk. I have to generate that example which will be understandable by you. There are two types of students sitting in a class. Okay. One very good and one is average. So I give two different examples to two different children. The two different child are getting two different examples and they're understanding, okay, fine, I can do it. And first you have to let them understand they are born to rule. They are born to rule. They correct only, na?
Yeah, but most people
No,
were
why we are
opposite.
going
Like,
to
why
demotivate a
should I?
child?
No, I'm not asking
Demotivation.
about the
Yes. See, one
demotivation and
question you
all.
will give, and that will puzzle a child. That's called as demotivation. Because a child prepare 10 questions and came happy mode. Today I am going to solve. And the moment that saw the question, miss,
The surprise. You
surprise, no.
can't answer this. You are
After
fail.
that,
Simple.
maths is waste. It's easy to say that I can't do it because I prepared. So first is make it easy. Bring it easy.
Do you have any prepared chart for your board
Yes,
exam?
yes.
How
We
to face
see.
the board
I
exam?
do one thing silently. I see. See, usually August and September month, the CBSE will release a question paper.
Okay.
After that sample question paper, it's up to us. I start researching on it. Don't give a question blank. You have to first understand that that should be in the syllabus. If it is out of syllabus, it is matching with the content. Half syllabus is outside, means cut by CBSE, half syllabus is inside. Then we people are dead. You know why? Because it's like, okay, application is there, formula is there. Now to give the question, same thing I told you, happened in class 12, this 12th year. I gave that question, they said out of syllabus, and same question was in question paper. That comes the research part of a teacher, and there only parent have to catch it. You're understanding? And there only the parent has to understood it's not the brand, it's not the understanding. The most important thing is at correct pace the child has to pick the correct question to
But
solve in the examination.
I don't know whether I should ask this or not. Like, what if a rebel kid?
I'm getting. I'm
I didn't.
the one who is getting it.
I
Rebel kids are there. And you know what?
no, no, I didn't finish
I
my
know what you're
question.
going to
Okay.
ask.
What if a rebel kid coming and saying like, I get everything in ChatGPT, I get everything in AI, like I can get 100 predictions, 200 predictions, I can solve everything in AI. What will
My
be your
answer
answer
is,
on
see,
it?
this year happened. One student was there. He's basically very good student. 9th and 10th, I groomed that child and he got a very good score. After that, 12th, I asked, are you joining? He's telling, I am joining that online, that class and this thing, that thing. I was like, fine, very good. Congratulations, all the best. And you know what? I know the level of that child. You understand one thing. There is a physical presence and there is online is a good. I'm also taking online classes, but you first have to sit in front,
With that
yes, and
child
then you have to understand
and understand
because
the
online
child.
means this child is having another mobile and that class, and okay, fine, this messaging someone and then doing that work. See, there is a distraction level, but in offline class, when a child is sitting, the child understands that there is no way out. This lady is going to be strict on me. Yeah, screw me. And you know what? I like that type of rebel child. You know why? Because they are exceptional. See,
They want to do something else,
you
but on the
mark me,
condition
these
basis,
many
they
years of my experience, I'll tell you, constructive children are less dangerous than destructive children. And you know what? Destructive children are ruling the world.
I think I have to keep this in
Yes,
my clip.
you need to
That's nice,
understand this.
actually.
You need to understand the Eiffel Tower took these many years to make. Understood? You need to understand some factors which is like destructive brains now, they are far more intelligent than constructive brain. Now it's up to a facilitator. I'll not tell the word teacher to
Guys, I'm not promoting any destructive kids.
no,
We
that's
are
what
not
I'm
talking
also
about
telling.
that.
That these destructive kids, we have to convert them into most intellectual brain. That's what, as a facilitator, you didn't listen my entire thing. I'm seeing that the child is destructive, his brain in destruction is very high. Now convert them into the correct area and convert something, bring out some best part of it. And I'm doing it. And you
That's
know
really
what?
nice. That's
Many
great.
students are in very good places and they understood their limit. And you know what? Education must not have any limit. And destruction should get converted into construction. So you have to stop the child in that phase and bring out the best from that child. That's why I'm telling teachers are not teachers, they're facilitators. Don't use the word teacher, use the word facilitator. Provide the facility to convert from destruction to construction. And you will bring the best not only for the country, for the world.
That is exactly good thing. And yeah, I was totally stunned to have a conversation with you regarding these kind of activities, regarding depression, regarding self confidence, about your coaching center too. And also I'm very happy to see that people are transforming regarding the, they have to understand the student than the parents, so that kind of mentality is growing. So I'm so happy to have you here. So thank you so much for joining here. First of all, like I'm blessed to have, I'm blessed to see these kind of inputs from
I'm no
a
one. The
mathematician
thing here
technically.
is,
Yeah,
a teacher or facilitator is no one. They are just one tool to shape up the career of one child. Every single individual are important. So a, a life whose heart is beating and have millions of expect. Train them in the best way so that in future, see, they can't give me anything. Money is just limited, understanding. But once in a lifetime, they'll take that person has changed me. That's the real reward.
that's really nice, actually.
And that's what my children are doing. They are giving me that positivity.
Maybe no, it's not maybe, it's blessed to have you as a teacher, maybe for your kids. You keep doing your job yeah, keep doing job. That's good. It's pretty nice to have you here. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you, guys. Thank you a lot. Thank you so much.